and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for all future content. Sometimes when I look at Jamie Marchi and some of the tweets that she puts out there, a lot of the time a lot of people just want to shake her and just ask her what goes on in her head. So we're going to have a little look at something today which has actually come across on her own Twitter. She was having a conversation with someone, and just some of the things that she has just said, it just makes you think, what is wrong with this person? So we're going to take a look into it. So the first tweet goes, "Great point. I'll be sure to put all agendas ever in all lines ever, especially the scripts I don't work on. Those will get extra agendas and political commentary. Thank you for the suggestion, and you shouldn't all be embarrassed." Then someone went back to her, "Help free Hong Kong if you are just virtue signalling." And she had to come back with, "Why do you hate these?" And this person's like, what does this even mean? And she's like, if you're not virtue signalling, then you should support stopping this. If you don't do that right now, then you clearly support those who kidnap and enslave people for this. There has no relevance here. Quit making yourself look like a fool. Wow, this is a real problem, and you just said it's not relevant. How effing dare you? You're just dodging the topic. I'm fully aware this is an issue in Hong Kong. That does not mean that the entire city is involved in it, nor does it mean that the residents of Hong Kong should need to be oppressed under China's dictatorship. I never said it did. Who's deflecting now? The problem with her is she just carries on like this, and it makes you think, what is wrong with you? Again, she's trying to be funny, she's trying to be out there, she's trying to be edgy, but it's not working. And she carried on. So they went back to her with, "God, you're irritating. Typical privileged, virtue signalling white woman." And they're like, whatever, trafficking supporter. So even with all of this, it just goes to show that she literally does not care what's happening in the world. Again, we've all kind of known this. She literally just cares about herself and maybe a few people around her. But when you think about it, and she's like, oh, who cares about that? This is happening. She's also having a little dig at VM. Mostly because, obviously, you've had Shane Holmberg, you've had that irritating douchebag Greg Douchet, all these people saying that VM has had girls, obviously, and they've been those things. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Where are you getting this information from? It's almost like they look at a photo and they automatically go, what can I say about this photo? This innocent photo of a man giving a person a hug. Oh, I know. I'll make it this. I'll make it so bad it'll be all over Twitter, and I'll say this. And that's exactly what's happened. And obviously this happened at the beginning of the year when Han Leia, she said that Funimation, why do you have so-and-so working for you? And it's kind of funny because they actually had all of that mixed up. So this just goes to show that all these people who've jumped on the bandwagon, it's almost like, oh, we've carried on, we've done this now, we might as well carry on with it. That's what it seems. Because the person who came out and said about all this, it was actually about Guardiola, who is actually Monica Real's ex-boyfriend, the one who married his student, who was a 16-year-old at the time. He was arrested for it, and obviously the mother of the student was like, oh no, it's fine. Fair enough, but again, it's a little bit icky, because he was in his 40s when he married a 16-year-old. Again, this is like Shane Holmberg. His wife was like 16, 17 when they met, and he was in his late 30s, early 40s then. So everything that is being said about him, he's like, no, that's wrong. But he's saying the exact same thing about VM and everyone else. And he's like, oh, it's disgusting, it's this. Well, dude, that's what you are. And we've seen it plenty of times now on their side. All they do, they just love to project onto other people. Things that they are doing themselves. So everything we've seen, we've seen LJ Montello. She's come out and said all these stupid things, but then there's photos and videos showing her manhandling underage people and not letting them go until certain things happen. That's on video. And she's trying to blame it on society and everything else. It's like, well, no, these are your actions. You cannot blame society for the way you act. Again, that's just an easy cop-out by certain people who like her. You know, we've seen Shane Holmberg, obviously some of the things he's come out and said, we're like, well, you've done exactly the same thing. We have the person, Sarah Weinenhart, I believe it is, who was arrested earlier this year. Her brother was, who was a little bit, he was a couple of years older, he was 6 years older than her, and he was arrested for 4 counts of possession of certain things on his computer. And he is now currently registered as an offender. We have people like her who said her brother is innocent and all this kind of stuff, but people like Vic, VM, he's definitely guilty because of what he's done. What, giving hugs to people? This is how ridiculous these people really are. And it's kind of sad because these people, they go out of their way saying, no, this person's so-and-so. But it's like, well, your brother is worse. And it's like, oh, don't bring him into it, it's completely different. It's like, no, how is it different? That's the greatest thing about all this. How is it different? But again, that's just the way these people go. I'm going to end the video here, so if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, share the video far and wide, share it on Reddit, share it anywhere you can, because for some unknown reason, my videos are not being seen by people who are subscribed to me at the moment. For some unknown reason, YouTube are not putting them in, they're filtering them out, so if you could share them, that'd be great, and I'll see all you great people soon.